Hello YouTube, welcome to my little video today, and I've got something to tell you which is mainly important for people who want to spend their vacation over here in Germany or who even want to move to Germany, and that is knife loss in Germany. I think, for example, in America, pocket knives are way more common. A lot of people have any kinds of different knives, and I want to give you a short overview about what laws you have to face with in Germany. Long story short, we have the paragraph of the German weapon law, which is the 42A, I guess. And there you can read basically anything about what is legal, where it is, and where it's not. So let's start with the kind of knives you basically will never have a problem with, and that's two-handed knives like this Opinel here. This is the model number 8 outdoor. I think this is a good example because a lot of people do own Opinels. They're really famous. They have spread out their wings. And an Opinel. An Opinel is a two-handed knife, so it has a two-handed opening mechanism. It basically works as one-hand opening mechanism as well, but that's really uncomfortable, and you need to do that in a couple of steps. So it's not really constructed for being opened that way, basically. So there is two important things you always have to be aware of if it comes to classify a knife. First thing is the opening mechanism, like I mentioned before, and the lock. Basically, does the knife has an option to lock the blade, or does it not? Basically, and in this case, yeah, it does have a lock. The Vera block lock, which is really unique for Opinel, for anyone who does not know. But it has a two-handed opening mechanism, so you're able to carry this in public at all places, basically. What you should not do is, of course, to carry one of those with you when you're at a public event, like a soccer game in the Olympic Stadium here, or at any bigger stadium where they have security guards at the entrance and stuff like that. That's never a good idea. So the flip side, of course, is a knife with a one-handed opening mechanism like this. As you can see, I can push out the blade really easily with my thumb. And yeah, knives like these are illegal to carry in public. To tell you the truth, the reality is that 99% of the time you will never face a cop who's going to pull you over for having a knife with you, who's going to hold you and check your back, your pockets, and stuff like that. But long story short, you have to be aware of the situation or the circumstances when you are carrying these, when you do have these with you, and as a little advice, if you know that you're going to go to a private room, to a private place, for example, to a friend's apartment, a friend's house, or whatever not, and the way is not too long, like you're going to take a bus for like 10 minutes, or at least, 10 or 20 minutes, that shouldn't be a problem. In between, or while you're in this period, you will usually not face any problems. So long story short, you should be careful with these, but you shouldn't be scared of owning them and stuff like that. So that's it for folding knives. What I'm gonna have for you now is here it is. Tries to hide, man. So the topic now is fixed blades. In this case, you probably recognize it as what it really is. It's the well-known Glock survival knife. Here in Germany, survival knife is not usually the term you use for this one. It's known as Glock field knife, Glock Feldmesser. But anyways, it's just a good example. It's just for display, and should be a good example for fixed blades. For illegal blades, this is a terrible example because this is not one of the legal ones. Reason is the thing that mainly matters for fixed blades is the blade length. In this case, it's between 16 and 17 centimeters, and that's way too long. Up to 12 centimeters, everything's fine. Everything over it, any blade that's larger than that, you can possibly get troubles, or you can possibly get in troubles with it. So, by the way, just to show you that 12 centimeters would probably like till here. Those knives would not be a problem. And an additional fact about this knife that that will not come in really handy to you if you're gonna get checked by a police officer is this is a knife that's invented for the military, that's already or still in use at a lot of military forces, especially in Europe, but basically all over the world. Yeah, that if a knife is designed for military, if it looks really militaristic, that's most of the time an additional problem. Yeah, so same story like with the one-handed knives. Be careful with these. You're also able to get an exceptional case, a legal reason with that, if you're a bushcrafter, for example, or stuff like that. But if you want to stay safe, buy a knife that has a blade length of 12 centimeters. Yeah, 12 centimeters or less, basically. So that's it on knives. I hope you found some really useful information in here. And if you want to have some, if you're gonna ask some questions, just put it in the comments below this video. By the way, if these are questions not about knives specifically, but about Germany in general, it's also fine. I'd like to answer. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Do not get in trouble with your knife, and see ya.